maybe I should tap into that too. And like, what is my rebrand? You know,
who am I
right now? And that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, who were you 10 years ago, and who are you now, and who do you want to be in 10 years?
Drastically.
So, who are you?
I'm Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, what up?
That
That was good. Hey, amigos, I'm Steven.
And I'm Micah.
And this is your
daily dose of Amigos.
Welcome back to the pod.
Welcome back, you guys.
Welcome back to the
We're
pod.
still doing this thing. I'm just kidding.
They're still doing this? What the hell? Yes!
Because the girls are going to be doing it.
And I got something to say. But welcome back, guys.
Thank you guys for, sticking with us. Shout out to those who have now followed us and who are following our journey.
At Dos Amigos Podcast.
So thank you guys for following us. For those who have tuned in, for those who have reached out, we just appreciate everything, and we want to continue to grow and be better every single day.
We growing,
honey.
Stronger every time. How are we feeling today, amigo?
I feel good.
Bien,
muy bien. Just been very
muy a gusto.
Focused.
You're very comfy vibes right now, which I like. I love this sweater right now.
Do you really?
Yeah, no.
This is new. Well,
I don't know if it's reading on camera, but it's really nice quality. It looks really thick.
You're
what? In your comfy vibes.
Oh, very much. And you know what? It was free.
Even better.
You know what?
I like it even more now.
I love it.
I love it even more now.
Because it was free. Yeah, no, it was given to me by my work, and I just wanted the comfy, cozy, but still shoe cam.
Shoe cam. I'm wearing. Most people think these are Vans, but they're actually Adidas. They're like Vans dupes.
You are still rocking Adidas.
I'd be rocking the Adidas. That's my go-to right now.
Yeah, no,
I don't really know.
I feel like that's been
ever
your
since
go-to.
like 2014. Yeah, I do rep Adidas too much. I got my whole family on it. My family doesn't buy anything other than Adidas. Like when they see me with Nike, they're like, "Are we switching? Like, what are we doing? Are we switching brands?" And I'm like, "Nope."
Spooky is a Nike girly.
Mm-hmm.
And one time I was like, Nike might be it, but then I was like, no, I still love Adidas too. Like
I
can't pick a brand. I'm not like loyal to like one specific thing. I very much like a variety because everything has to offer me something different. You know?
For sure. It takes me back to the day when people said like you couldn't like brand like swatch or whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my God, you still do that?
You is that like an illegal thing to do? People be like, you couldn't wear Under Armour with Nike, with Adidas, with like Reebok. I'm like, why not? Like, it's literally an outfit. But I cringe sometimes because I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. So like when I go to work, when I'm working at the arena, I have my Nike pants on, and like I only have to wear my.
Your
Nike
work
shoes.
pants are Nikes?
They're Nike.
But they're work pants?
They're like the joggers, like not thermal. What is it?
Joggers.
No, but they're the specific
scrunched
kind.
Up. The material.
The material, yes. What is
spandex?
It? Not spandex. Oh my God, I'm drawing blank right now. What is it? You guys help me out. Help me out. No, what is it called?
What is it? I don't know.
Not the thermal. Like, it'll come to me. You know, it's like
long johns
where you sweat, and it's like the material. It's like stretchy.
Dry free?
Dry fit. There you go.
Dry fit.
Oh, dry fit. Oh my God. I could not think of that. Yeah, it's the dry fit joggers. So I have that, and it has the check on it. And I feel like if I wear my Adidas shoes, like it's criminal.
That's why though.
Because I'm mixing brands.
Do you feel like someone's going to physically go up and be like, oh my God?
But that's happened to me before.
Really?
Yes.
That is so lame.
Like, I remember
that
wearing,
is
like...
so lame.
Like my Nike socks.
If you're watching this and you did that, you're so lame.
No, I remember wearing, like, my Nike socks, like, my Nike tube socks, and then, like, Vans or, like, my Adidas shoes, and they're like, you're mixing brands. Like, what are you doing? Like, people would say that. They would literally come up to me and be like, you're mixing brands. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, these are just socks.
And you're that heated about it, like you had to come up to me and say something.
Exactly. But then it scarred me for life.
But my outfit sparked a conversation in your life.
They're still talking about it.
But they're still talking about it. He's probably like, damn, that stupid guy wore those socks with those shoes. Honestly, that doesn't make it's not a big deal.
No.
It's really not. And when you start mixing these like bigger brands with like, oh, Balenciaga and Gucci, who cares?
Who cares? They paid a lot of money for it.
Most of those people got it for free, so they could do whatever they want with it. Like, I'm just saying, don't be one of those people that fashion shames unless it's like really ugly. Like, well, you know what it is. But like wearing two brands at the same time, que rico.
That's too early in the episode.
Yeah, don't shame on that. I feel like maybe in the past I have, and forgive me if I have done that to you, but I don't think it's a big deal now.
Yeah.
Like, what are these socks that I'm wearing right now that you lent me? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't know the brand.
My
on
underwear
that.
is Savage, so what?
Period.
Like, it doesn't matter.
I think I'm wearing Savage underwear too.
Period.
I have to cancel my. They won't let me skip any more months.
Oh, so you just have to cancel it?
So I just have to cancel.
You know what? I think I ended up skipping so many times that they were like, "You probably want to cancel, so we're canceling it for you." I never got charged ever again after like skipping 3 times or something like that.
I did. I
they
kept
were
skipping.
Like, he's broke.
Rihanna was like, "Yeah, you can actually keep your money."
We can see your checking account, and it's not good. They're like, you can have actually a coupon.
Yeah, they're like, just have this month for free.
Anybody, make sure you cancel your membership now.
Cancel your subscriptions because they'll get you.
They'll get to you.
They'll get to you. But yeah, this week's podcast episode is all about branding, about brand awareness, about yourself, about what you want to represent, and also
how you represent
yourself. I feel like you specifically like represent yourself very unapologetically, and like you do what you want, and a lot of people will sometimes see that as like obviously fire energy because we're Leos, but like they will see that as like almost like, oh my god, like this is a big personality, and be like, what are you about, how are you, you know, like, because they're just so drawn to you. Like, what is it about you that makes them drawn to you? And you just express yourself through like how you dress and like how you vocalize things, and you know. But I just feel like that's one thing that I've noticed about you in the 10 years that we've known each other. Like, people are always so drawn to you, and you just represent yourself in such like a high vibration that it's almost inevitable, you know?
Yeah, thank you for saying that. All of that. That my whole lion energy was being so tamed there. No, thank you for saying that. I do see it, which is the crazy part about it. Is like people be like, no, like it's not about me. No, I know. But I don't think it's like something that I'm doing to like do something out of my way to like get attention from people. It's just kind of like, if I like it, I like it, and if I don't, I don't, and I just do what I really want. And a lot of people, from my understanding is like a lot of people don't do that. And so to see somebody doing what you want to do basically is kind of it's envious. People are like, obviously, like, I'm not saying people are jealous of me, because there are people, but that's basically how it gets down to it. Right. Sometimes it gets to a negative aspect where people are like, well, fuck this kid. Like, he doesn't know shit. And I'm just like, you're literally hating on me because I present myself in the way that I want to, and I'm confident, and I'm a bigger person. I think most of the time, these men that I get like into altercations with, or like literal like fights with, are because like I present myself in a very like confident way, and I'm like a bigger person too. I don't think I present myself in a very hyper masculine way. I feel like I present myself like pretty masculine, but I have like very feminine tendencies.
Tendencies.
Like, so whenever they see me, it's like completely different from when I open my mouth, because I can like, but I open my mouth and like you don't really give a fuck, you know what I mean? And
he's like a teddy bear, you know?
What is it? The looks like a teddy bear will actually kill you. Doesn't look like a teddy bear will kill you. I don't know.
Yeah, one of those things. Yeah.
But no, I do see that, and sometimes it is almost like intimidating to me.
Right.
When people do that, because I'm like, well, I'm very confident. So why is this person coming up to me, trying to like basically like check which one's bigger, like, you know, find out what happened, when I'm not trying to do that to anybody. And I think that's pretty crazy, because a lot of the people think that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, a lot of people think like that, like, because you come in so confidently, they're like, oh, what the fuck, like, who's this guy? You know, and they almost have to puff their chest out too, and like make themselves feel like a little bit more masculine, or a little bit more like,
and all y'all have to do that,
alpha male
and
type
I'm literally
shit,
just
you know?
Sitting here looking pretty.
But also, but that's also the thing is like, I feel like expressing yourself like through what you wear, like ever since I've known you, like you've always wore like the tie-dye shirts and like the ripped jeans and skinny jeans and just like outfits that like I necessarily wouldn't wear on a regular basis. But like for you, you're like, no, like I made this shirt.
Cute.
Yeah, not like for you it's cute, because I feel like it's also kind of helped me in a way to like express myself through fashion, or like in doing things, and like really kind of tap into that feminine energy or like that creativity side of myself. Whereas in middle school, I would never. Well, first of all, in middle school, I was wearing plaid shorts with Abercrombie t-shirts. Like, who the fuck
first
did
of all,
I think
let's
I
not
was?
pull up any pictures of me in middle school
Cute
or
picture.
high school. No.
You want to know something?
What?
I went through your Facebook page.
Ew.
I went
I
through
haven't
your
even
Facebook
been on my
page.
Facebook page in years.
Amigo, I went through, because I was going through my Facebook page, and then I saw yours, and so I was like, oh, I want to see what his is like. And I like scrolled all the way down, and I saw pictures. I saw like I was like, oh,
No, I was
my
emo.
God.
Did you get to the emo stages?
Yes. Do you
I
want
was
to
a
see?
photographer.
I have some pictures.
You took screenshots.
I did take
I knew
screenshots.
he would have.
I did. I did. I have
I
to
was
show
like in my
you.
photography era back in the day.
I have to show
And
you.
also, fun fact, back just because you bring up Facebook in the old days, I actually was crocheting back in high school.
Oh, really?
Which I didn't remember. I think I like blocked that out of my life because I think people made fun of me. But I'm crocheting back again now. So what's up? I never.
God, where
what is
is
it
it
called?
at?
Dog doesn't learn new tricks. Old dog don't learn new tricks.
Old dogs don't. I feel
Dog
like
don't holler.
November 29th, 2016. Really thinking about getting butt implants.
This? You talking about this?
Yeah, so going back to rebranding, I just feel like, seeing that version of what we were and seeing that version of we are now, I feel like we should be proud of what we went through to like even be here and be present. And like a lot of people will look at those and be like, and they look at the past as like you get depressed. You're like, oh, I wish I had that. I'm like, no, like I had that, but I'm having this right now. And I'm so excited to see the person that I'm going to be in 10 years from now and who I'm going to become because I'm glad I had these experiences.
It's nostalgic for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I like to think of the past in the sense of like a movie.
Yeah.
And past characters I've played. Ooh. I've had or people like to say eras, right, or whatever, but I like to think of it like movie characters.
Yeah.
Because I like to think my life is a movie. I've not always said this.
My life is a movie.
I said this to my bestie one time, and we've always rolled with it. I said, life's a movie. You just gotta press record. And it's true. It's very true. Like,
who'd you say that to?
I said that to Kati. And like I've always since then, like maybe like the last 3 or 4 years ago, I've just been saying that because we said that we also were gonna film a pod when we were neighbors, and we never did it. We never did a YouTube channel. So it's like I'm glad that we're doing this now, right? But anyways, life is literally a movie. You just gotta press record. So I like to think of my past as like different movie characters. So I had like a rave movie. I had like when I was my own producer movie. Like I was a main character in all of them. Yeah. And I played all the side parts as well. But I like to think of those in a great way, not like I wish I was there again. Obviously, do I wish I was like as skinny as I was back when I was 21 before I knew what great tequila was? Yes. But I can't go back to that.
No,
and what I can do is be nostalgic about it and, really cherish those moments, but just carry those with me as I go on because I can't redo everything.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine and like we were just talking about our 20s and we're like we had some great times in our 20s. Like we did a lot.
We still are in our 20s right now.
Like our early we're in our 20s. Yes, we're
we are in our 20s.
We're still in our 20s.
Early 20s.
But like between the ages of let's say 19 to 22. Okay. Yeah. Between those ages, between that time, like I feel like we did a lot of
life
shit.
Happened fast.
And life happened fast. And we were just like going and like doing we're doing the most. Mm-hmm. Like literally the most. And so like
and we had minimum wage jobs. If we were even working that many hours minimum.
I don't know how we did it.
FAFSA was our best friend.
Oh. It's your bestie. Fast bestie. We were literally, like traveling, going to concerts and shows and just going and doing things. Like, even
mostly, I was doing a lot of raves too. Like, when you got in your rave era too, we did a lot of raves. I remember you were afraid to rave for a certain point.
Remember, I was
because
afraid
of
to
the
smoke.
extracurriculars. Oh my God, Jesus! Arizona's a legal state, by the way. But that's crazy that you would never smoked, and then you had a stoner era for a second.
I had a stoner era. I had a rave era.
What about your movie? Yeah, what are your movie movements?
But I mean, just that. Like, I had a frat boy era.
You had a frat boy. You had
era.
multiple movies of the frat boy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it was like the 1, 2, part 3, and part 4.
Part 1, part 2, part 3. Yeah, I had a lot of those. Living in Vegas, man, you definitely get to experience.
You had your whole Vegas moment.
Well, that too. That's a Vegas movie. You know what I mean? But I
feel like that's a trilogy.
Oh, that's a trilogy.
Vegas
there was
like a whole docuseries.
Multiple series to that.
There was off series that you did with other characters.
There was like Chloe and Kim take Miami, and then there was like Kim and Courtney take Henderson.
But it's like you and me take on Milwaukee.
Yeah, literally no. And we've had movies too, from London to Milwaukee. Now I get it.
See, we've had movies. Because they are, and if we filmed them, if I would have had somebody follow us, not even just for clout to post it on, I would just love to watch it again.
Oh yeah,
I would love to see us go back to Milwaukee. I would love to see us go to Europe for the first time. I would love to see us step into Coachella. I would love to see us step into the theater where we saw Mariah Carey's Christmas show. All of those things, I wish I could relive. That's when I think about past times. I'm I wish I could do that again. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I would, what I would do? I would pay money to see all of my Snapchats that I've ever sent.
Oh, sent? Oh,
or received.
No.
Not even just stories, but even to people
that you sent. And then
I would pay money.
I would pay billions to see the ones I sent during 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. Damn it! It turned out I don't have battery. Awesome. Okay.
All right. Cool. So. Let me ask you this.
Let me ask you something.
You
want to know something?
You want to know something? No, you want to know something.
That's your slang.
That is. I say that for everything.
You want to know something?
Yeah, you want to know something? And people are like, no, I don't.
Most of the time, I never answer, and you just keep going.
You want to know something?
And I love
it. So let me ask you this. When was your last rebrand?
Today.
Well, when was the last time you really looked in the mirror and you were like, oh, I'm a different person. I'm tapping into a new era, or I'm tapping into a new energy because I want to achieve X, Y, and Z. When was the last time you did that?
That's so hard.
Because I can tell you mine.
Yeah, what's yours? Well,
mine was definitely
thinky.
I hate to say it, but the beginning of this year, or even end of last year, I was like, bitch, it's game time. We're stepping our game up. We're working. I
feel like you can physically tell when that happened for you.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah. Because that makes sense timeline-wise, what you just said.
Yeah, it was end of December. I was just you know what? We working. And we're out here trying to, get bigger and better every single day. So, I'm going to take this shit
I feel
seriously.
like you just, you stole the words out of my mouth. You just took yourself seriously.
Yeah.
That rebrand was literally what?
And it even goes to, working in the entertainment industry, radio industry, your brand is everything, who you represent, what you are. And I feel like I'm currently doing that right now and building this name for myself. I mean, the people who know me. They know me as Micah, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But to the listeners or to the people even tuning into this podcast, who am I? You know me because we've been friends for 10 years, but who am I to them? And I feel like I want to, coming into this new era, taking myself seriously and I want to become almost a different person. Because I want to have not a fresh start, because I feel when you have your name or just things associated with you, you're also associated with your past. Mm-hmm. You're associated with who you were before. I feel because I want to tap into a new energy and level up almost. I want to rebrand myself.
Yeah.
And I want to be known.
It almost feels like it's necessary in a way.
Yeah.
Not that you have to dead your old self, but it's almost like you have to give yourself a fighting chance. So you have to start new.
Right. I definitely want to have a fresh start. For example, Benulas. our good friend. Well, you're a good friend. I like to think she's my friend too.
I wish we were great friends. But yeah, she's my friend.
But I like I remember one of the things that she posted on her Instagram, because I'd be listening and I'd be watching. She posted, she was like, the best thing that ever happened was like I started a new Instagram page, because the old one she was like getting traction on and this and that, and then she like rebranded to Benulis, and then like it took off. Yeah, because that's like her. She's like, okay, like I was still kind of noticing like the old trends and like people were following me from back in the day. Now, if you still follow me, like great, you stuck around and you like me, you fuck with me. Like thank you for sticking around and following this new era of me. Yeah. Now this new era of hers taken off. Yeah. So I almost feel like I want to do the same thing. Like not necessarily like start a whole new Instagram. I mean, we're gonna have socials and stuff for this too, but I want to like rebrand my name and be known as like. Again, I've told you this before, like Mike P.
Late Night Mike.
Well, I was a Late Night Mike at one point, so that was one era.
Yeah,
and then
that was one
Mike,
movie.
Yeah, that was one movie, and then this is Micah, and then now this new era is Mike P.
Mike P.
Because
you did talk about that a little bit about wanting to change the name.
Yeah, and I've been kind of talking about it and teetering at it, just because like my name itself, like Micah. I hate to say yours, Amigo, but like Steven, like it's like a easy name, and like when people read it, they don't misspell it. They can say it correctly. Micah isn't a easy name to like spell or like even say sometimes. So if I'm stepping into not a public eye, but like if I'm entering into this new era, I guess I want it to be quick, easy, something that people can get, and like Mike P. And not like Mike, like Mic.
Oh, like a microphone.
Like Mike.
Mike P.
Mike P.
Oh, period. I love that. I was like, so you'll eventually just move into Mike, but I like Mike P.
Like,
for sure.
Oh yeah, like we'd have like, oh yeah, so today like we got Mike P. Like, and that's like, you know, like Joey Boy, Natasha Castles. Like Castles isn't her real name. Oh, my bad. But like, you know, Joey Boy's not his real name. Like, you know,
Joey's not his real name?
No. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Is her real name Natasha?
Yes, her real name's Natasha.
But her last name isn't Castles?
Not Castles. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just like.
No, we wanted to put that on the pod. But that's crazy. I'm sorry. I've been really quiet and I've been listening to what you've been saying because I haven't really thought of it like that. And I was trying to think of back of like when I did my last rebranding, and the only time I can really think of a rebranding was when I did like my Hazy EP, and I like branded myself as this like hippie gypsy kind of like new like funky kind of, I don't know, kind of wave of music. And I haven't really rebranded myself since then. I think I just like kind of been like tethering off of that little thread. Right. And now I don't want to say like it's my relationship that's got me there, but I think my new rebranding is being like in a relationship and being a partner, and what that looks like for somebody else. But as far as like my life and like my style goes, I feel like I haven't really thought of it that much. And now that we're doing this pod, with anything that eventually will happen, I feel like since we are who we are, something will. Eventually, we're going to be like, yeah, what's your name? And you're like, oh, well, I don't want to go by Micah. I want to go by Mike P. And like my social's name is Heartbreak Dude. And I thought of that, which a lot of people don't know, actually. It's kind of the same story as Bretman Rocks, where his dad used to watch a lot of WWE, but I used to watch a lot of WWE with my dad. And he loved Bret the Him and Hart. And I loved him too, because he had like moves on there too. He called himself the Heartbreak Kid. So I was like, oh, Heartbreak. Like, I love that. And I wanted to be Heartbreak Kid on Instagram, but that was already taken. So I was like, oh, what's another name for kid? Like, oh, person, dude. And I was like, Heartbreak Dude. And it literally was like available. So I was like, oh, okay. So I stuck with that since Instagram was created. Like, I remember Kati, shout out to Kati, she showed me that. And I've never changed it since because I feel like it really like resonated with me. But now, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not.
Sorry, I thought I just like touched something. I don't know.
I was like, I'm not breaking hearts. Yeah. I don't want to.
You're like, I want to be a lover, not a heartbreaker.
I'm a lover, you know? But I love what the feeling and what the idea of like heartbreak is, and like that somber feeling.
Yeah.
So I always like stuck with that.
And I feel like,
so like Heartbreak Kid was always like a thing because I'm like an emotional person. But now I'm trying to be more of like a creative artist. Where like, yeah, I'll still make music, but like I've been making more art, and I've been making like just like more visuals along the lines of that. So like, should I still be Heartbreak Dude, or should I be something else? Like last pod you just mentioned, should I be Heartbreak Threads for my like crochet stuff? And now I'm thinking I should change my whole like TikTok name for just Heartbreak Threads, or just like create a whole other page just for my crocheting because I like to dabble in a lot of different medias and different arts. So I could just create one brand that's called Heartbreak Threads, and that's where I'll wear like my fashion because I just recently told you I'm gonna start making my own clothes again and stuff like that. So it could be a form of rebranding, like Heartbreak Threads. But as far as like name goes, like I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't use my name because my name is so basic and obvious. Like everyone knows a Steven.
Esteban
is beautiful, but that's not my name. I wish it was.
Yeah,
that's what I put on Instagram, but it's not. Shout out.
Shout out.
I wish it was. Yeah, you know, because it's more of like a culture heritage, like Esteban, but. No, like if I thought about it one time if I wanted to be a DJ because I want to be a DJ, I would change my stage name to be like Bonte, like Mabante, but just Bonte.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, because you know the reason why I like it is because it sounds good if like a crowd is cheering Bonte, Bonte, Bonte. Like that sounds so good.
And you can say it like Mexican, like Bonte or Bonte, you know, like
because it does have like an accent at the end.
Yeah.
So I always thought about it. I like that too. So maybe I'll rebrand my name for like music to be that, but.
Yeah, I think that should be a goal of yours this year. Like, you know, figure out what it is you want to rebrand, to step into this new energy, to this new era, and like really embody it. I feel like that's one of the things where, like, you know, in order to be something, you have to, like you said earlier, you have to believe it. Like, you're believing that you're hot, you're sexy, and like you have to believe that you are who you say you are. And if this is who you want to project and like present to the world, then like you have to believe it.
Yeah, because if you don't believe it, no one else is going to believe your shit.
What did RuPaul say? How the hell you gonna love somebody else if you can't love yourself?
Can I get an amen up in here?
Amen. But like
he also said, we're all born naked and the rest is drag. So take that with what you must with your rebranding. Because we are all born naked and the rest really is drag.
It's one of those things where it's like how you want to present yourself and if you want to dress flamboyant and crazy colors and whatnot, like do it. Who cares? I mean, like, why not? If it makes you happy, do it.
Yeah,
I don't think one life to live.
Yeah. I don't think it's so much as that because I never really cared for like what people said, you know, and I'm always gonna dress however I want. I think it's just maybe a way of like of how I carry myself now.
Yeah.
Because if I want to take myself serious, like as an artist, like I should be taking myself serious and carry myself. Like when people ask me about music, like I'd be like, oh my god, I make music. Like I should be like, yeah,
yes,
I have an EP music out. I make this kind of music.
I have an EP.
This and this.
This
so
is
I
my
think
name.
Just leading back to like the beginning of it is just being Delulu in the sense of like you have to believe in yourself the most. Like you have to be your number one fan in everything that you do because you're the one supporting it. You're the one creating it. So you have to be the one that's Delulu enough to think that you can be like, if I make fashions and creations of something, I have to be Delulu enough to be like that's going to be on the mat. That's going to be on a red carpet.
I'm the best fucking thing to happen to crocheting since 1965.
And crazy things will happen. You hear it every day on people that go viral. You hear it every day. Crazy things will happen if you just are crazy enough to believe in yourself.
And do it. Like actually just do it and put it out there.
It's crazy. It's crazy the power of your mind.
Well, that's
and the energy.
I just saw this video and it was literally a lot of different celebrities. It was, you know, Beyonce, Gaga, Miley, Fergie. All these people were like, I saw that performance. I saw me accepting my first Grammy. I saw me doing this thing before it actually happened. And so like I was crazy enough. And then like Gaga even says, she's like, I created this lie and told everybody in New York I was a superstar. And even she was saying like even she's sitting backstage at her show at sold out Madison Square Garden. She's like, and it's crazy enough that a lie got us here, you know?
She's literally backstage. She's like, you got this. You got this. You're not going to pass out. You're a superstar. That's the craziest thing. When I heard
even
that.
like Lady Gaga and Beyonce are like Delulu, you know? But look, they're Lady Gaga and Beyonce,
yeah,
you know?
They're literally like household names and they're like, take the lady out. They're all one name. Gaga, you know who that is. Beyonce, you know who that is. But
again, with the rebranding, Lady Gaga is a brand.
She went through so many rebrandings.
Gaga is a brand. Stephanie is a brand.
Joanne is
a brand.
Yeah. What was the man name that she did? Because she like cosplayed, not cosplayed.
Oh, Joe.
Joe
something, yeah.
Joe Smith. I'm just kidding. But he talked like this.
Yeah.
And he held his cigarettes like this. And he
even Beyonce, Sasha Fierce.
Sasha Fierce.
La Sasha Fierce.
Sorry. La Blue Ivy. La Blue y la Ivy.
The Lion and the King.
Yeah, I guess it's just kind of hard to think about when you put it in that perspective because they're big names, you know? So, like, you can't possibly be that Delulu and be like, I'm going to be Lady Gaga. But you can.
You can.
If you really wanted to. If you really put in the work. But that's what a lot of people don't really think about, I guess, at the end. Is like what we said on the first pod is that you can dream all you want, but you kind of have to do some work. You do have to do some work. And you have to do a lot of work, actually. And you have to put in a lot of actions. And blood, sweat, and tears, and you have to be passionate about whatever you want to do. Specifically, like, I'm talking about, like,
love what you do.
Hobbies. Like, if you take a hobby and you take it as, like, a whole, like, business and you make that your life, like, it has to become a whole brand. It has to be...
Bro.
It becomes your lifeline, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a really good thing to think about, because I don't know what my brand is. And you know what I think about me is that I'm very influential, and the fans, I'm not influencing people. A lot of people influence me. As I wouldn't like to say I'm a copycat because that sounds bad, but I am the people around me. Like, I am as funny I am because of the people around me. I am the fashion sense that I am because of the people around me. So right now, I'm picking up a lot of my fashion sense, or like my new awakening of like wanting to dress better, from my partner, because my partner dresses very nice. He gets ready to go to the supermarket. I'm like, babe, we're gonna go get gas. Let's go get gas. And he puts on a fit, and I'm over here wearing like shorts and a hoodie, and he's fine. He doesn't judge me. He doesn't say anything about it. But I feel a way that I have to like now like step it up. So I feel like I've been influenced by him. He says it actually, that he influences me, which he does in a great way, where I'm like, okay, well, now I feel like I need to step up my fashion, but I need to almost separate like what his fashion is and what my fashion is. Because I'm like, I love everything he's wearing. I would wear everything he's wearing, but I'm swagger jacking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I love his influence.
Niche.
Yeah, I love his influence. He's like a very alt punk, like, kind of like influence on me. So like, I am very alt and punk rock. I used to be emo back in the day, but like that, you never change. It's not a phase. So it's something that he's like definitely awakening me again
and tapping into.
So it's nice. It's nice to have that, like, kind of that push, that hustle.
Yeah.
Because he's a fashion man. I love that about him.
No, he does. And if there's a theme, he's gonna stick to it. He is sticking to it.
He's so excited for Coachella.
I'm telling you.
I told him, I was like, no, we do fits, like fits and fits, and like I didn't think he like understood like the mass projection of it until like I got him the ticket, and well, we're getting the ticket together. But when we got the ticket, he was like, holy shit, like where I'm going. So like now he's like, oh well, day and night and this, and I'm like, I told you,
join the club.
But he's like already almost ready.
I told Spooky, I was like, babe, I love you so much. I really do. You're near and dear to my very heart. But like, please don't bring like 50,000 things inside, because I'm gonna have to carry them. Like, I really don't want to carry. No, I literally full of shit. Like,
I looked at him, and then I looked back down at my phone because Spooky had just texted me something about the Camelback like situation when you walk in, and I was like, I'm not even gonna ask my man, because I know his outfit's not gonna be able to carry a Camelback.
I like mentioned to her,
but like it's gonna ruin his outfit. And honestly, in the relationship, I would rather my outfit take a bust over his, because I'm gonna let him shine. It's his moment.
Cute.
So
I just feel like I'm gonna need the Camelback more than Spooky.
I think that's
like,
what my situation is too.
I'm gonna
try to be
more.
like, no, like, you know,
like whatever. But then also us. We need the water.
We need the water. I take snacks in there. I take my cigarettes. I take all of it.
Gum. Yeah.
I take a bottle.
No, with that security.
We always end up talking about Coachella, but yeah, it's
well, good. I love that you're like thinking about a rebrand. You know, because I feel like I am currently in a rebrand. Like right now, like I'm thinking of myself in a different level, in a different light. So I'm currently rebranding myself, and then you're like, maybe I should tap into that too. And like, what is my rebrand? You know,
like who am I
right now? And that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, who were you 10 years ago, and who are you now, and who do you want to be in 10 years?
Drastically.
So, who are you?
I'm Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez.
That's so funny. Yeah, but I honestly,
I think I remember all of my last names before I had. Hold on. Because my mom told me one time all like the last names from my grandparents. So I think I remember. I actually can do my name.
Wait, you have more than one.
Steven Mavante Valenzuela Romero Cota Flores Ayala. Period. I just take like all my grandparents' last names, and they're not like all like my last names. I just took like my dad's last name, my mom's last name, my dad's parents' last name, both of them, and then my mom's both my
if
parents'
I did
last
that,
name.
I'd have like
you have a lot of them.
I'd have like Pau, Herrera, Soto, like
Herrera.
Yeah, my mom's last name is Herrera.
Oh, okay.
So
my mom's last name is Valenzuela, pero ella siempre que ese nombre está bien quemado. Really? She says that name's always really burnt out.
Me, who's that?
Oh fuck! Is it stopping my thing? I think it did stop it. I'm in the middle of a podcast right now. I'm filming with Micah, and I was just recording you. But I'm not gonna put you saying you. I thought my phone was in airplane mode.
Hey, amiga.
Don't edit this out. Put me on speaker.
You are.
Okay, everyone, check out my Instagram, desertwoman_TikTok, and some numbers. I don't know what the numbers are.
Okay. I don't know where I was going after that.
I just didn't know you had multiple last names.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're not like all like my last names but I just took them from my grandparents.
Yeah, well, nice, yeah.
But I didn't know you were Herrera. That's nice.
My mom is, so my nana remarried to Herrera, and then my mom's last name is Herrera.
When my mom got divorced, they asked her if she wanted to go back to her last name, and she's like, no, está bien quemado ese nombre. She said that name's like burnt out, so she doesn't want to use her last name.
Oh my God. My nana, she actually just told me, because we had a Thea pass on New Year's Eve, and so they put her married name. They put my Thea's married name, because she was Miss Annie. But all of my nanas and her sisters are named Mary. They're like Mary Antonia, Mary Margaret, Mary Annie. So like, all the sisters are Mary.
Oh, that's cute.
But they did marry a Viescas because that's what her married name is. And my nana was like, hey, like, just so you know, like, I don't want Mary. I want Margaret Soto Herrera. Because she doesn't want the Mary. She wants Margaret, which is her name, who everyone knows her by. And then Soto, which is like her family name. And then like the Herrera, which is again, everyone knows her by. So I'm like, oh, we need this in writing, Nons. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's crazy to think like that, huh?
You know.
My Theo just had a very, like a big scare. He like had a viral disease or something like that, and he landed in the hospital. And my family was like all mad at him because he hadn't done anything as far as his will goes. I mean, he's like young, but like not young. He's like in his 50s, 60s. But like they don't know where he keeps his money, where he keeps his cards, where he keeps his like insurance, anything.
There should be like one.
So they're mad. They were like mad at the point because he's fine now, but at one point he was like delusional. He could not be talked to because he was like, I see unicorns, like stuff like that. So they were like, where's your information? And he's like, ah. So it was kind of scary. We were like, we need to know what all this stuff is, or like where your information is.
What's going on?
But yeah, funny about our heritage. It's funny. So
that's another
a lot
episode.
of big background. That is actually another episode. Feeling comfortable with rebranding. Yeah. So I like the idea that you're changing your name to Mike P. I actually was the one who, I actually support you in trying to do that. I was a little thrown off when you started introducing yourself as Micah here. So you should start doing it as Mike P. Why not?
I think by the time that this episode comes out, I think I will
start doing
Mike P. And like change my Instagram name, change my TikTok name, like just change. I mean, I have a following, I have people who are there. So like just rebranding myself and like maybe having my name like in my bio, like it's Mike P or like Mike P, whatever, something. And then
I wonder
having like Micah Powell like in my bio.
As your thing.
Yeah. And then like what I am. Cause I also want to add like 1/2 at Dos Amigos.
Yeah, I was
at
gonna,
Live 115. I want to do all that.
I want to add that, but
yeah.
I wanted to be like co-host of the Dos Amigos podcast. So then you could also put like co-host of the Dos Amigos podcast.
I want to do like 1 out of 2.
So then I'm 2 out of 2.
And you 2 out of 2. You know what I mean?
Why you gotta be 1?
Or you can do 1/2 and I'll do 1/2.
No. So why do you have to do 1?
Oh my God! You can be the. I can be the 2.
We could do 1. We could both.
We could both do 1/2. Yeah.
1/2 of the Dos Amigos podcast.
Yeah, I just like something. By the time this episode comes out,
I like the wording of co-host.
Co-host.
Co-host sounds legitimate. Like, oh, we're 1/2 of this, but we're co-host of Dos Amigos podcast. We'll think about it.
Yeah, we'll think about it. But yeah, like I said, by this time,
see, I like this idea of just like even starting a pod and just like kind of.
It's honestly
we're branding ourselves. We're rebranding ourselves as podcasters now.
for sure.
We're podcasters. This is our 3rd pod. We're podcasters.
That's crazy.
We should have been doing this way back.
A long time ago.
Way back. You know what would be one fun episode to do, I guess, is like if we did like a little intro and then we played a little bit of the old podcast. Do you have it from the one that we did back in 2020?
Okay, but it has like...
Yeah, we did crazy on that. We did, and it was long. It was
we did like 4 hours.
Hours long. Yeah.
We can just like get like...
just like clips of it.
Yeah, we'll have to listen
it'll be
to it
fun.
and like... Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
That'd be fun. Just like a little off moment.
Cute. Okay, you guys. So we're into one of my favorite segments of this podcast, into Que Rico or Que Feo. And Valentine's Day is actually coming up. So we're going to do like a lovers...
Grab your boo, grab your bae, grab your...
grab your slam piece, side piece, and everything in between.
And do the whole grand slam.
Yeah.
And yes, at Denny's, what we want.
We can get it for $4.99.
Use code Dos Amigos.
Use code Dos Amigos. Remember, kids under 12 eat free.
On Thursdays.
And today you're fucking 12.
Oh my God, it's Thursday today.
Oh my God, it is Thursday.
Let's go. And today you're fucking 12.
I can't.
Que rico, que feo. Okay.
Que rico, que feo. So this is like Valentine's Day edition or like lovers edition. So things that, you know, you like about, you know, what your significant other does, or like...
I haven't had a partner for Valentine's Day in so long. So I'm very nervous of what's gonna... Yeah, I don't know what to do.
So like for Valentine's Day, like staying in or going out, like... What are you? I guess that's like a que rico, que feo. Like, would you rather like for Valentine's?
So
or like,
staying in, que rico, que feo.
Or staying in for Valentine's Day? Que feo.
Really?
Ugh. I'm such like an extra ass bitch.
Yeah.
And so like if I'm gonna do something, like I'm gonna do something with the fucking... How I asked my girlfriend to be my girlfriend is like, that's... Who does that, you know?
How?
You never heard the story? We like went to Vegas, got a room, and then
for
we like went to
Jonas
go
Brothers.
see the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
And like I asked her at dinner before we went to go see the Jonas Brothers, which was like her first concert at 11, and it was like right Valentine's Day.
I remember
weekend,
that. That's
so it was
true.
like a whole thing.
It was Valentine's
So it was
Day
like
weekend.
extra, you know?
Yeah, you are a little romantical.
I'm very, and I'm
Very
like such a
romantical.
cheeseball. So like staying in, que feo. Like keep all that shit. Like we can do that another
You're a
day.
cheeseball and you're lactose, so that you know how that's gonna go. No.
Yeah, no, que feo. I don't want to stay in.
You know, I'm such an extrovert, like the same as you, but my partner is very much an introvert. But I am very patient and I am very understanding of his situation as well. But yeah, I like going out, but if it's not the move, it's not the move. I'm also not a person to be like, I want to go out, you know, like,
yeah.
So I don't mind staying in, is what I'm saying. But if we're staying in, let's plan a little something.
Yeah, let's do something.
Let's have a little, like, let's eat on the bed. Let's eat in bed and have like a little board, or like let's watch a movie and paint. Or we've been like just crafting and making like lighters. We bedazzle lighters, you know, just like something like that. But if it's a special occasion like Valentine's Day, like let's plan something, baby.
Yeah.
Let's do something at home. If you want to do something at home, we can, but let's do something. Like we're not just gonna stay home.
I agree with you on that. So if that aspect, like
So
if
you're staying in, sometimes
sometimes
people can't go out. Sometimes it's a lot of money, and also just a lot of people are out. So it's just a lot, you know. So sometimes people don't want to. So if staying in is your thing, it's your thing, que rico. But to me, if you're gonna stay in, plan to do something.
Plan
and
to
you
do
can
something. Okay,
always
I
do
agree
something
with that.
fun. You can always do something fun staying in. Staying in doesn't have to be boring. And I feel like
I know a few things to stay in and have some fun.
I'm like this.
Don't laugh like that again.
Okay, so going out for Valentine's is que rico.
Going out is que
So
rico.
what do you? I guess what's a que rico Valentine's Day like? What would be something that you would do?
What? Budget friendly or like just like budget wasn't a thing?
Well, I guess what are you planning to do with your girl?
Well, I work on Valentine's Day.
For sure. So you're doing
I'm-
something.
And I work on the day of our anniversary. I'm so sorry. I don't have like a normal job. So like I work.
It's not a normal girl.
Yeah, but like.
But are you doing something to make up for it?
So like I have.
Because you better.
No. So the day of, she doesn't know this, and the episode's gonna come out afterwards, so I feel like I can say this. But like, she got me this shirt that has her face all over it, and it says her name, like one of those like old school T-shirts. And I saw it. It
has her name on it. And it's like all the pictures.
Yeah, it's like all the pictures. So I'm gonna wear that to the festival that I'm working on our anniversary, and like I'm gonna wear that out on the day of our anniversary, and then we're gonna go together because I'm gonna try to get her a ticket as well too, so we can still like go and hang out. But then the next day, I think we're just gonna like stay in. We might do like a slight brunch, and then I also want to go and do like, we've been really into candles. Like she came over to my house and she's like, oh, like you have all these candles, like, oh, like can I take some, or like this one smells like you. And we're really into like our scent era right now.
You really
she got
are.
me like 5 different colognes and like candles and stuff. So I want to go to the candle pouring place and like make a candle or like make a scent, and that's no reservation needed. So like, you know, we wake up, we can get a hotel room, wake up, go to brunch, and then from there go to the candle mixing place and like just have like a little light day. And then honestly, like I don't even want to go to dinner, and like maybe just like you said, like maybe stay in, and because we'd be working at the festival all weekend, so maybe just stay in and time. Like like we can go to Orient, which is like our favorite sushi spot. Like, you know,
bitch.
Ugh, you know.
I love Orient.
We can go get sushi, we can go whatever, and then we can like make a mess in the bedroom.
For sure.
Like that's cute, you know? And I feel like she was literally just telling me, she's like, everything that we do, like to you sometimes I feel like it's like a grand thing. Like, what if I don't want to do that? What if I just want to like hang out with you? And I'm like, no, like for sure. So that's why I think like maybe for this time around, like I think, yes, we'll go still out and like do something, but it won't be like we have a cruise coming up, we have Mexico coming up, like we have all these big plans.
Have a lot, yeah.
So like let's just like take it easy, but still celebrate this milestone because it's a year.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be celebrating.
I've never been in a relationship for a year. Fun fact. Like officially in a year, like 1 full year. Fun fact.
Really?
Fun fact.
That's crazy.
Like if I dated somebody who was always official, like less than a year.
Oh, so congratulations on a year. The 1 year is a lot. I used to think that 1 month was a lot.
No,
because I never had relationships for more than like 1 or 2 months, and me and my bae are going like on 3 months right now. We've been
you passed the 90-day trial.
We've been talking on and off for like years now. I remember I started talking to him when he still had another man. And he still had another partner, yeah. And I remember like even now he tells me that I slid into his DMs on Twitter. And that's how I started talking to him.
I remember when I asked him, he said that.
And he said,
he slid into my
he
DMs.
said that I was like trying to show him my music at the time. That's how I was like flirting with him. And I think it came up with like, yeah, my music. I think it came up of, I don't know, I think I asked him or something, but I was like, oh, are you dating anyone? Like, you have a boyfriend? He's like, oh yeah, I have a man, but you can send me your music if you want. So I think it like fizzled from there. But it's funny because he tells me now that he actually had shown his man. He's like, oh, look at this guy trying to slide into my DMs. He's showing me his music. Let alone, little did he know. I don't know who this is either. So if you're watching this, sorry.
Oh yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't really mind going out. Like me and my partner talked about going out to like sushi place too, like to go dinner. And I'm just being curious of like him. Like I don't know if he wants to go like on the day of. So I remember I asked him, I was like, oh, we can do something like the day after. He's like, so you don't want anything on Valentine's Day? You don't do something on Valentine's? And I was like, we can, baby. I just don't know if you want to.
Yeah.
I always want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I always want to give him the option.
Nice. So let me ask you this. Flowers. Qué rico.
Qué rico.
Qué rico.
Qué rico.
Qué rico.
Buy me flowers if you want. I don't care so much. But when you buy me flowers, holy fuck, it's the craziest thing. Yeah, I love it.
I love that.
But I love buying my man flowers. I buy him flowers every single month for our month anniversary or whatever.
Do you really?
Yeah. If I don't get in the day of, like I will give him like a couple of days after. I think of the second month.
Stop making me look bad.
No, I do. I just love it. I love cherishing my partner. I love showing them that I care, and that's I think my love language is gift giving.
Yeah.
So I love making stuff for people. I love giving him stuff.
Mine is too. Mine's more gift giving. That's why I'm so extra. I'm like, babe, like for Christmas, all the gifts I got her were very like, hers were like more sentimental and like useful. Mine were very like
geared to her, like towards
luxury.
Yeah.
Like she got a Tiffany necklace.
But she's a luxury girl.
And a cruise.
You're actually letting her know like what she's worth.
Oh, for sure.
Literally.
And I went to Vegas to get these fucking Versace glasses. Like yeah. You know, I definitely went the luxury route. But again, that's one of my things is I'd rather like show you how I feel than like tell you how I feel. But I'm getting better at the telling how we feel. And I feel like we have to be
I think I love telling.
Really? I'd rather just show you and be like, here, like, I'm doing all this for you. Like, can't you see? Like, I'm doing this because I love you.
It's corny, but I love like pillow talk and like.
Well,
pillow talk, que rico.
Pillow talk? Yeah, que rico.
But what is pillow talk for you?
Just like laying down, cuddling, and just like, oh, like, so how was your day today? Like, oh, it was good. Like, oh.
Oh, I thought pillow talk was something else.
Like,
it's like super lovey-dovey. Like,
you're so sweet, and like you're so things. Soft. Your hair smells so good. Ew, what do you say?
I just love it. I love being the little spoon, but I love being the bigger spoon in those moments too. Because I'm like, I really care about you.
I was just saying. Like, okay, so que rico, que feo, being little spoon. 1, 2, 3. Que rico.
Sorry.
Que rico.
There's no greater feeling than somebody holding you.
Someone told me this. I was like, honestly, I'm a cuddler, but sometimes I want to be cuddled, and they're like, "What? You're a man." I said, "I don't give a fuck."
My man gets mad at me because I'm most of the little spoon, and he's like, "You don't love me. You don't love me like I love you." I'm like, "Babe, I am just shorter. I have shorter arms."
I tell Spooky that I'm like, I'm always like the dominant one. Like sometimes, like, what if you're the dominant one and like, I'm the submissive one, like, let's just, but sometimes like, I know, like when we're going to bed, like we'll be cuddling and then I'll be like, all right, like I got to turn over and like sleep this way to go to sleep. Cause that's just like this way that I sleep. Yeah. And then she'll turn over and like put her arm around me. And then I'm like, and one time she got mad at me because she said that I was sleeping on that side and I was still cuddling the pillow, and she was like, "Why couldn't you do that to me?" And I was like,
"I love cuddling
the
pillow."
It was just like right here, yeah, like it's just right here, like But yeah, I love cuddling.
Cuddling, que rico. Yeah.
Cuddling,
This is why I'm not a morning person anymore. Is because I be cuddling with my man and I cannot get up. And then he'll get up from the bed and I'll still be like in that little
You'll be like in the fetal
slumber.
position.
Like, like I'm still in the flower fields. Like, it's
okay,
fine.
last one for Que Rico Que Feo, PDA.
I was a big no person on PDA, and now I don't mind it. It's not that I'm like exuding like I need it, but if we do it, we do it. If we don't, we don't.
Yeah.
But my man is very, like you said, he's an introvert, but he does not mind not mind. He doesn't. He's not scared of showing his affection towards me.
And I don't see any problem with that. Like PDA, like if you guys or if anybody does it, like great. Obviously there's like a little bit like I don't want to see you dry humping each other like out in public, but like like. Those things are meant for like private spaces, and just like out of respect of other people. But like,
if you see me dry humping my partner at Coachella, mind your business.
Well, that's Coachella, like
in the crowd.
You on top?
Me at Lana Del Rey. Woo!
I don't want
to live. Oh my God! I want to live for that.
No, but like I feel like it's one of those things where again I don't mind it, but like. I'll hold your hand and like we'll give a little kiss, but like I'm not.
I love holding hands.
Like I love holding hands. I love like when we're walking through a crowd or like when we're going somewhere and she doesn't know where she's obviously going.
And you
not to say it like that, baby, I love you so much, but like when we go somewhere, like I'm always like I take charge.
They're baby. Sometimes you have to.
Oh yeah, very much. She's like, what?
I'm baby, like, and you're like, okay, baby.
We haven't been to Footprint Arena. Like I don't know how many times. Like, where's the bathroom, babe? We passed 3.
Babe, really, left or right?
Yeah, no, but I love that about her though, and even just like sometimes like me being dominant, I'm like, come here, let's go, and it makes me feel like powerful and manly. So I don't mind like PDA. I think like when it comes to excessive, like there's a time and a place out of respect for other people.
Yeah, just don't. That just sounds like you're hating and you're jealous. So,
not
PDA
hating and
is
jealous.
Fun. Yeah, there's a time and place. Time and place for what? For human love?
No, I'm not saying that.
For showing someone how passionate you are. No, but really, I don't really care. If you're tonguing someone, I'm just gonna turn around. I'll make fun of you, but like, do your thing. I remember one time we were at the club and this guy was literally like beep beep and beep beep, and I was like, dude, like literally everyone's watching you. The lights were on. Security's like pointing their lights at you, and you're still
Fingering
like beep 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 beep. Yeah.
Girl. Mm-hmm. Oh.
And everyone like in the dance floor went surrounding them. Like they were like, oh, what? They were like pushing back. So there was like a big circle around them, and it was just them in the middle, and they were so drunk they couldn't tell what they were doing. Security was like literally flashing lights, and the guy was like, yeah, like it's the strobe lights. It was bad. Maybe that won't make the pod. But yeah, I don't mind the PDA. I'm just gonna turn my head. Like it's fine. I'm gonna make fun of you. It's really ridiculous. Like so if I was friends with Kravis, Courtney and Travis. Kravis.
That's a little too much, but...
What about stuffed animals? Que rico or que feo?
Que rico.
Do you like them as a man? As a straight man? Do you like stuffed animals?
Again, if it's like a gift like that I'm getting from somebody...
You wouldn't necessarily buy a stuffed animal?
Yeah, I wouldn't buy myself a stuffed animal, but like I won a stuffed animal at the state fair one time, and I was like, oh, like it was a cow, and we named it Doja.
Period.
Because like it was a cow. And Doja Cat has moves. So like,
yeah, I know.
We named the cow Doja.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I don't know. Stupid. That's
but like
cute,
you know, it's like
yeah, I love getting
it, you know, and I still have it, and it's like a nice little thing. So
it's a memory.
Yeah, it's a memory. So
yeah, I have like
for myself.
I have plushies that like girls gave me back in like high school, like friends that were like friends. Like you know how you would like give your friends like Valentine's cards or whatever. I still have like one of them that one of my best friends gave me. Shout out Daniela, I love you if you're listening, girl.
What if we did that for like Valentine's Day? Like what if we like all went to like the dollar store and got those Valentine's Day cards, and we like drove to our friend's house?
Bitch,
and we, like,
what?
Dropped off.
We're gonna drive
we're
like
so far away,
we're gonna drive 45 minutes to Phoenix, and you're gonna drive an hour and a half down to Tucson, and you're gonna take a flight to Vegas, and then
stop. I think I might do that. Like
I'm gonna do virtual ones this year, but of me, like.
You with just a heart rate.
Waiting for you. Something like that. I don't know.
That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, iconic. I'm going to do it. Now that I'm thinking about it, my rebrand, Bonte is looking for you.
Stop.
Awesome. Well, that was Que Rico, Que Feo.
Que rico, que feo.
Que feo.
Nah, not the Ari moment. Oh, my God. So, amigo, what are you doing for your self-care this week?
Oh... You know, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and do something a little wilder this time. So I want to take a bath.
Ooh.
And I want to buy those salts. I bought some of those like Christmas sets that they do. They were like 75% off after Christmas was like over or whatever.
Well,
and they were like lavender, Epsom bath salts and like body wash and all that thing. So I think I'm going to take advantage and do it this weekend or this week. I don't know. But I want to. I haven't taken a bath in years.
Oh my God.
And I just find I kind of want to bring like a book in there. I haven't read in so long. No, I read every day. Obviously, text messages and whatever. But I want to read like a good novel. So I'm gonna bring that in there with me. Ooh. And my weed pen.
That'd be good.
Which reminds me, what time is the dispensary close?
4:20.
No, definitely not for 20. It's way past.
Oh, it's way past that.
Anyways.
Oh, well, nice.
I think I want to start taking a bath. I think that's a very simple, effective way that people do self-care.
Yeah.
And it's something you can do by yourself or with a partner if you would like. But I tend to think of self-care as like a... I know I said last week my self-care was like eating with my partner, but like I like to think of self-care as like self, like by yourself. So like definitely bath by myself, a good candle on, maybe some ambient music. Remember when I used to do the what is it called? The deprivation tanks? The sensory deprivation tanks?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. So I'm going to put on some ambient music and just float for a little.
That would be really nice.
Maybe next time I come up, I'll do a deprivation tank again in Phoenix. Because those were nice. A little pricey in some of them, but it's worth it.
Let me know next time you go, because I kind of want to do that.
We could do it, and we could talk about it on the pod. We could do it. And
we do the pod while we're
We could do a self-care moment. We can like film ourselves like about to go into the pod, and we can add it into the segment.
Oh,
like this week's self-care moment, we're actually out and about, and we're gonna go and film ourselves.
We filmed it, so we want to show you guys this experience, and then you guys can.
And then it'd be cool if we did like a silent video where we didn't like talk in it, but we just put both of our videos side by side, and you can see like us recording like the shower stuff.
Like, don't you have to be like naked in those things?
You don't have to. I think the last time I did my deprivation tank, I did it naked because it's salt water. So I didn't know like if it would get my gooch or like whatever, because it's like not just like seawater where it's like salt. It's like 10 times more saltier. It's supposed to be like so you're able to
flow like
you flow,
one,
but like so your skin doesn't
Oh,
wrinkle.
your
Skin doesn't prune up either, so you're able to stay in there longer.
Nice.
So that's why you have to shower before and after you go in there, because it's like a whole chemical thing that's going on with the salt.
Oh,
you have to shower afterwards because you're hella salty.
Nice. I didn't know that.
That's fun. Yeah.
Well, let me know if you do go.
Yeah, I'll let you know. What are you trying to do for self-care this week, or what have you done this week for self-care?
Honestly, you kind of just like sparked that idea. Like I literally have a huge ass jacuzzi bathtub in my
Have you
bathroom.
ever used it?
Like once or twice.
There we go.
Like,
You
I
should.
feel like my girlfriend uses it more than I do. Like she'll come over and like she's like, okay, I'm taking a bath. I'm like, okay.
Period.
Even like Blake, one of our friends, like he came over and he's like, I've never been in your room before, and he saw my bathtub. That was the first thing he saw, and he was like, you don't use it? And I was like, no,
I feel like Blake doesn't talk about it much. He's a luxury man.
Oh,
he loves a good.
for sure.
I feel like he loves a good mani pedi, like a good spa
No,
moment.
he hates pedicures. Remember,
Oh,
I
really?
took him to go get one, and he hated it.
Oh, maybe it was the place. I don't remember. He did
Because
say
there was like the
something about-
chairs, and
He
was
said
like,
something about it was uncomfortable.
yeah, like he was trying to sit in the chair, and he's a tall, big ass man, and so
I'd
like
love to get Blake on the pod, and it's just be the loudest episode we have.
we'd have to put like this, like Blake. Yeah, but he takes baths. I mean, he's like 6'5", and his long ass legs and whatnot. I can just picture them like sticking out,
We're
like
exposing. He takes baths.
He takes baths. I love you, buddy.
Ew,
But,
you
like,
take baths?
no, but like he knows good taste, and even his wife is like, yeah, like he takes baths all the time. Like, and that's the thing is like
Love his
she
wife.
knows, and
Shout out Sarah.
shout out to you
We've
guys.
done a lot of shout outs.
But like just. I think that just sparked an interest. Like, just take a bath and have like a zen moment. Like, I might do that shit tonight.
Yeah, you should. I'm gonna listen to some good albums on the drive down right now. Probably stop at a dispo.
Yeah, we have. That's a self-care moment right there.
Yeah, the dispo.
You know what?
Dispo,
I'm also
Wispo.
gonna do because
You have been talking about it.
what?
What are you gonna say?
Let's go pick up.
Yeah, because you want to start like sleeping a little better.
I kind of
want
want to start sleeping a little bit. Like going to sleep at a reasonable time. I feel like I just like stay up on my phone and like or just like can't sleep, toss and turn. So like,
Okay,
I might, like,
that's what it is. I thought it was like a, you get home and you can't sleep type of thing because you're like so tired. But you're like you stay up because you're doing other stuff like on your phone. And
I'm
stuff.
like editing. Or
So
I'm
yeah,
just, like, on
if
social
you were to
media,
just like lay in bed and like take a toke of a cart,
and just like, and then just like go to sleep.
I'm just scared. Do it on a day that you have off the next day, just to make sure if you're able to wake up. Because sometimes when I take a tea break, a tolerance break for like 1 week or 2 weeks, and then I go back on it, I'm so slumped the next morning. Like if I smoke, I'll wake up the next morning so groggy, like so different. So I guess it just depends on the person and
This
the
whole
strain.
month is so busy for me though. Like it's crazy.
This February?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
it's funny because I was gonna say that, but my February isn't gonna be nearly as packed as yours. I just say that because like I'm going to Vegas, or we're going to Vegas. And
Pod
we're
coming
going
soon.
to Vegas!
Pod coming soon. We're going to Vegas.
Tune in for the Vegas pod soon.
That's
for
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, the more that we've been doing this, I honestly feel like I want to like.
I'm so comfy. No,
I want to like sit like this,
No,
and like.
I get closer. I mean, you put a leg.
You
on
put
me,
a Drew
and
Barrymore.
then how do you feel?
And so I was thinking.
No, tell me right now. Like this. Tell me, what is your social security?
Not the
No,
social.
I have been very comfy. These
Yeah.
past couple of weeks have been fun.
I think just
so.
self-care is just being comfortable and like it with our bodies, with our skin, taking care of it, and just that's how we just want to feel good.
And I think it's one thing that we want to feel good. You know, you think it stopped because it's been more than fucking 30 minutes.
Ah, what could it go?
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, that was good rico café.
No, that wasn't. That was a self-care.
Oh. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, it's the same thing I said. Yeah, bath time, everyone. Bath time.
Epsom salt.
Epsom salt, boys.
Nah, but this has been fun. I feel like we've been having a lot of good talks, and honestly, I feel like the more we do this, the more we're comfortable we'll get, and the better we will get, and we will elevate and become better versions of ourselves.
I just hope people are listening, and if they're not, this is gonna be our own little like time capsule for like 10 years from now. We don't know. This is like starting off. We don't know how many episodes we're gonna do. We don't know how long the season is, but we hope you guys are hanging along for the ride. Because
Absolutely.
we're actually super excited to do this. So
We're excited, so you should be.
we did it. Bueno, pues, amigos, I'm Steven.
I'm Micah.
And this has been your daily dose of Amigos.
In our makeshift studio, we got the blue background, we got the blue sky in the back. Because you know what?
Take care of
It's a
yourself.
motherfucking dose of
Love
Amigos.
you,
Water.
We come in and we come in hard.
It was blurry the whole time.